President Ramaphosa says the changes are in line with Section 91 of the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa. Consequently, Ramaphosa has also, in terms of Section 93 of the Constitution, appointed Dr Nomusa Dube-Ncube as the Deputy Minister of Higher Education and Training. Dr Dube's long government leadership experience includes serving as MEC for Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs and Premier of the Province of KwaZulu-Natal. Section 93 empowers the President to appoint no more than 2 deputy ministers from outside the Assembly. We're joined now for some reaction by Chairperson of the Portfolio Committee on Higher Education, Tebogo, Letsie. A very good evening to you. Thank you so much for your time. What is your reaction to this latest move?
Good evening to yourself. Good evening to all the viewers. We welcome the appointment of the now Minister of Higher Education and Training, Honorable Buti Manamela. We believe with his wealth of experience in the sector is going to take us forward, is going to take us where the Minister Nkabane would have left off, and accelerate making sure that service delivery is pushed as far as possible, as quickly as possible.
As chairperson of the committee, I know that you've been speaking out quite extensively about the challenges that saw Minister Nkabane out of this position. What does this appointment mean for the department as you look, of course, to ensure that everything runs in order and that deals are finalized and that there is some sense of stability?
Obviously, the teachers are very important entities in the sector. They produce on a yearly basis about 20,000 citizens a year, contrary to what some people would come on air and view their unresearched views about teachers. We believe that teachers are very important, and that work is extremely important. We are looking forward and working very well with the new Minister Buti Manamela, making sure that we stabilize the accounting authorities of teachers. I mean, it has been about 4 months or so where the accounting authorities there, the governance structures of teachers have not been in place. It has been a worry for us because we have concentrated on trying to get that stabilized, whereas on one side we had accommodation providers to students of NSFAS not being paid, removing students from accommodation, some of them taking advantage of young people there by demanding sexual favors because we have not been paying as NSFAS, some of them not having Wi-Fi, they wrote exams without those things. So we are welcoming the appointment of the now new minister, and we're hoping that he will bring stability to the sector because, I mean, you can't debate his wealth of experience in the sector. So we're hoping he will use that wealth of experience and making sure that all that we're looking for will be taken care of.
What about Dr Nomusa Dube-Ncube, who will come on as the Deputy Minister? What are your expectations when it comes to her expertise and her contribution to the department?
You just have to look at the work that Dr Nomusa Dube-Ncube, I think Dube would have done as a premier. Well, first as a MEC there, but as a premier of KwaZulu-Natal towards the end of the 6th administration. You can't contest it. She's a woman who would have worked in very difficult political conditions, but delivered. So we are looking forward in working with her. We will make sure that we support her with everything that we have because, it means we would have her on one side and have Dr. Kondo on the other side, both of them steering the ship, supporting the minister, Mr. Buti Manamela, making sure that the sector, runs smoothly, it delivers services to those that it must deliver to, who are poor students who come from very poor background. So we're looking forward to working with her. I'm told today that the home was tossed from some barbaric behavior. I don't know how true that is. I've just landed now in Cape Town, but I've just heard that there is that thing. I hope it's not true, but it is true. We're asking police to act swiftly in arresting those barbaric animals who they've tried to attack the home. But we're very happy with the appointment, as much as we're happy with the appointment of Mr. Buti Manamela.
Yeah, that is something that we will investigate further, of course, to get to the bottom of. But we do thank you for your time and speaking to us this evening. And as the positions are ones that are of high importance, you speak about the pressing challenges that students are facing at the moment. And what do you think needs to be prioritized when it comes to ensuring that there is some sense of stability to the department? What would you say are the first top 5 priorities that the minister needs to look into, as well as the support of Dr Dube-Ncube?
Well, you are putting me on the spot, but number one, obviously, it will depend on what the minister deems fit to give to the deputy ministers as their assignment. You remember that the minister has a responsibility to assign certain responsibilities to deputy ministers. I don't know what the minister will give to Dr. Nobuhle, but maybe top 5 priorities that I can give to the ministry itself, the entire ministry, including the minister and deputy ministers, will be one, to stabilize NSFAS. NSFAS is a very important entity to our people. I mean, some of us will not have seen the doors of learning and culture without NSFAS. So we want NSFAS stabilized. It must be able to pay tuition, pay study material, accommodation for all poor people that would have been approved by NSFAS. That is number one. Number 2, NSF. NSF is a 5 billion entity, and it must be stabilized, where we see projects that are supposed to upskill, reskill, and upskill, reskill our young people in South Africa. We have a whole lot of young people who do not have opportunities to work, because we're told that their skills are not sufficient or they are not aligned to the economy, and that is what NSF is there for. We're asking the minister to make sure that he brings stability to the SETAs. Yeah. We don't have governance structures as we speak at the SETAs, and that must come to an end. The 4th one will be to universities. Our universities can't want to be some independent entity somewhere that do not want to account anyway. Our universities must sit down with government and say, government, these are the skill shortages that we have in South Africa. This is how we believe we can change what we are doing currently to help government to close this particular issues. And then the other one is, which is the 5th one, would be, we have something called community education and training colleges.
Yes.
Community education and training colleges, in my view, if they are done correctly, because if you look at the number of people who are unemployed in South Africa, many of them are unable to find jobs because many of them don't have, or they are unemployable. And CETs were created specifically for these people who do not have a matric.
Okay. So
CETs are there to close that gap, make sure that the high number of our people who do not have matric have matric.
Yeah.
So that we close. I mean, if you look at the employability statistics, they will tell you that those with no matric, about 80% of them are unemployed. So that is where the problem of the country is.
Okay.
So those would be the 5 issues, and the sixth one will be our people in the TVET colleges. I'm sorry.
Yes.
When you touch me on my sector, I can speak the whole night, but I hear that we're out of time.
Thank you so much. Thank you for speaking to us and giving us your reaction there. Chairperson of the Portfolio Committee on Higher Education, Tebogo Letsie there, speaking to us, of course, about the breaking news with Buti Manamela, now the Minister of Higher Education.